So a lot of you guys send me messages wanting me to sponsor your cars and shit like that, which, give me a fucking break. I can't even fucking sponsor my own car. But let me give you guys the inside track on how to work on getting sponsorship from manufacturers. What I do. One, I don't ever call them up and ask for anything for free. I buy. There's nobody right off the bat do I just turn around and gives me something. I buy. So one, you got to be able to buy their product. Two, you support them in what they do. You guys know I'm a die-hard Holley guy. Every car, everything I own has something Holley on it because they have all these other companies that they bought to put under one umbrella. Basically, I mean, the Sprint's the perfect example. I'm building an entire fucking car out of the Holley catalog. Here's what you guys don't do. Don't fall for the fucking lies and the bullshit on the internet where guys are talking about, oh, I lost my Holley deal with my dealer's pricing through Holley, and there was no fucking reason for it. Yes, there was. Think about this. Use some common fucking sense here, people. Do you think that if you got a guy that owns a shop that's running a huge fucking volume of Holley products, they're going to go, oh, it's not enough, you're out? Bullshit. They might go to him and go, hey, your numbers are lower than what we require, but we'll work with you. And I know for a fucking fact that's what happens. Because some of these guys have called me, wanting me to talk to my people at Holley, and then I find out the real story. Oh, well, you know, James, you know, he only ran $5,000 worth of merchandise in the whole year. They only did $6,500. So you want to spend $6,500 a year with Holley, but you want the same discount that I get, that Brian Macy at Horsepower Connection get, who runs a huge, one of the biggest Holley dealers around. But these shops feel like they deserve that same pricing. Come on, guys, wake the fuck up. The reason my social media is so big is I start telling you guys the backstory to what you've seen on TV. Well, before you go slamming Holley all over the internet, why don't some of you find out the backstory? Because I'll be honest with you, I was fucking embarrassed. 2 people asked me to talk to Holley for them. Didn't understand why they lost their dealer deal. And when I found out what their fucking volume was, I buy more shit for my personal cars in a month than they did in the entire year. Everybody thinks sponsorship means free. It don't mean free. You may get, I open with every sponsor that I get with, I want to be a dealer for you, and I set up the dealer program. And I buy my products from them. Then I show them what I can do to help promote them. And then they come back and go, hey, you know what? Did a great job. We'll give you this. We'll knock this much off. We'll sell it to you at our actual cost. Sponsorship, just getting free shit. Sometimes free isn't always free, guys. And I work my ass off for my sponsors. That's why these videos, for you guys to share them and all that, is also so important. That's another way that you guys support us. Because when you share these videos and these videos go big, that makes them want to help me even more. So keep that in mind too. But if you're starting out, you're building a car, and you're looking and you're racing and you want to be out there and you'd like to get a little help, you got to put the first foot forward. You have to turn around and knock on the door, and when they answer the door, you've got to be standing there with a bouquet of flowers to show them that you're willing to do what you got to do to get a little bit of help. And I see guys all the time that, you know, they offer it to them at dealer cost, and they don't think that's good enough. How is that not good enough? How is it right for you to phone call somebody at Holley and you want to get shit for your car and you've never sold a Holley product in your life, and you want the same discount as Brian Macy, and you want the same discount as me, who buys it on my personal stuff alone? I buy more shit through Holley for my personal cars than 90% of the fucking dealers out there that's whining and crying saying they lost their dealer deal and they did plenty of volume. Well, you know, throw your numbers out there. But remember, when you throw your fucking numbers out there, I do have a way of finding out what your numbers really are. like the two people that fucking embarrassed me. They told me one number, the fucking number was like 1/10 of what they said. So, and it's not just Holley, it's every manufacturer out there. If you're bringing something that they're in the business of making money, if you bring value to the table, these people will, because it's helping them out. But you got to be willing to help out first. And all you guys, and a few of you that are on my page, I found have been going to these other sites slamming fucking Holley. Guys, that shit ain't right. Find out the whole fucking story and the backstory before you go to fucking running your cocksuckers on the internet. Because I've been a Holley dealer. How long have we been a Holley dealer? 17, 16 years, 15 years?
Something like that.
Something like that. And I've ran Holley products that entire fucking time. And I won't run anything but Holley. I will not work on anything if it doesn't have a Holley. I don't sell anything but Holley. And it's not just because of my relationship with Holley. It's a big part of it. But it's also a fact that I believe in every product they do. So keep in mind, guys, I'm using this as an example to tell you how you get sponsorship. What you don't do is throw negative shit out there that you don't even know the fucking story behind it. You're taking somebody at their word. Two, when you do have that product, show them up front what you're willing to do. Do videos on their product talking about it. Put it out there on social media. You know, when you're, hell, they'll give you a fucking sticker. Most all of them will. I mean, look, I sold this car to a guy in Georgia, a great guy, and we're doing some upgrades on it. But he never even peeled the Holley LS Fest sticker off of it because he liked the way it looked. So, there's your key into sponsorship. I used Holley as an example because of some of the bullshit that's being said about Holley. And it kind of burns my ass, to be honest with you, because I've got a 15, 16-year working relationship with them, and they've never cut my fucking dealer deal. So, do your part. If you want help and you want to support the people that you're asking for help for, give them something to say, hey, this guy is a benefit to us. Let's help him out. And it may not be much help at first. I bought stuff that I could have bought it cheaper at Summit or through MotorState, which I'm a 3-tier buyer through MotorState. I could have bought it cheaper through MotorState, and I bought it directly from the manufacturer to start building a relationship. That's why these guys are so important to me. This is not a relationship. I mean, this is not just a sponsorship. I built huge relationships with Maxima Oil and Roadrunner and guys at Holley. I mean, I've been to Holley a dozen fucking times. ATI, Marty Chance. I mean, I built personal friendships with them. So think about that shit when you're wanting some help. They don't mind helping the little guy out. You're not going to get it for free, but take what they offer and what they give and do enough for them that they want to do more for you. There's how you get sponsorship, guys. Every day you represent, you treat the people the way that you want to be treated, and you represent the product and believe in the product. There's your Reapers 101 on how to acquire sponsorship.